Yeah, I wasn't sure what today is.
Today is not prayer.
Yeah, I didn't know if you start with it. Do you start with any of these, the refuge prayer or anything like that?
Usually Sunday I'll just start talk.
Really?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember.
So yeah, the Fearless Heart book continues going on that.
Do you have a book you're using on Sunday?
This is the book I use on Sunday.
Fearless Heart.
Fearless Heart. So last Sunday we talked on the self-compassion, right? The self-compassion. And then today it's talking here. Let me see it. From fear to courage, breaking through our resistance. And then say courage of compassion, fear of compassion, pride, the fear of God, and then a culture of kindness, letting go of our resistance, building our compassion, compassion cultivated at Stanford University. This is the topic today. So the man is saying the fear, how to overcome fear, and then compassion is the one that help us to overcome by fear, right? And then he mentioning here a few different types of fear. But he began with the two quotes, very beautiful, 47. It said, dwelling on the past bring remorseful thoughts and clinging to future, so let go of it. And then the clinging to future increase our hopes and fear, so let go of it. It's one of master called Yang Gunpa. He said that. Let me read it again. Dwelling on the past, bring remorseful thoughts and clinging to future, so let go of it. Clinging to future increase our hopes and fear, so let go of it. And then the next he quotes by Nelson Mandela. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. Triumph over it. This is the quote. And then he began with like his own experience, what the fear he had before, after he dissolved, right? He was monk, and after he dissolved, how much he feared that what society is going to say, what my family is going to respond, how Dalai Lama is going to say to me. So he had a lot of fear that he mentioned all these things here, and then finally he realized that this is more his personal, but still not big change in society. What he's doing he's doing it like a very like a developing education things, like education of compassion and so forth, and then continue serving to his son Zalama as a translator, and then also writing book and translating. He's doing the only the big change is he's not do not hold the vows, but other all activities keep same. So that he realized it. Then and then also he very well known Buddhism, and then also the understanding that what nature is. That looks like he said is big help. And then compassion he made it related here. The page 51 said all of these reinforce for me some of the important insight of Buddhist teaching on compassion. First, when we face a challenge, if we remain caught within the narrow concerns of self preoccupations, then fear becomes the dominant emotion. And there's a few different types of fear. Fear of being judged, fear of being disliked, fear of being seen as a disappointment, fear of being rejected. So these will take over our thoughts and feelings. Also, it's human to react in such terms. Fear usually only complicates matter when it's become our primary motive. Fear disconnected us from our natural capacity of empathize, and we became unavailable for others. Okay. And then next he says, it's caution of balance. Self-compassion to take care of our needs, and compassion for others to avoid stepping on theirs. And also continues here saying, page 53, compassion for ourselves and for others, take courage. It takes courage to take care of ourselves, to make decisions in our best interest and not let our fear of what other people think throw us off course. It also takes courage to care what people think, to have compassion for the effect of our actions on others. And then also, let me read that paragraph. Compassion requires us to pay attention and engage with people's trouble and suffering, when it might be easier to ignore them or to otherwise make do with the status quo. It takes courage to trust enough to open ourselves up to others. So there's few things he mentioned about the courage by compassion. So, and then he like brings some caution how people become fear things. He helped to develop self-report measure for each of these three kinds of fear. For example, with relation to compassion for others, how strongly do we identify with the following statement? People will take advantage of me if I am too compassionate and forgiving. That's the one fear, right? If I am too compassionate, other will become dependent on me. I cannot tolerate other distress. People should help themselves rather than waiting for others to help them. There are some people in life who do not deserve compassion, fear of compassion from others. Oh, sorry, this is not the part of that. I'm afraid that if I need other people to be kind, they will not be so. I worry that people are only kind and compassionate when they want something from me. If I think someone is being kind and caring toward me, I put up a barrier. And the next day, fear of compassion for oneself. I fear that if I develop compassion for myself, I will become someone I don't want to be. I fear that if I'm more self-compassionate, I will become weak. I fear that if I start to feel compassion for myself, I will be overcome with sadness and grief. Yeah, so therefore, people sometimes worry about generating compassion because of all this thinking. Earlier, I went to New York, because by one of hospital asking me to talk to their staff and nurse because they have the fear and some kind of mental sadness and workings. And then I've been there, I talked a little bit, and one guy asked me, I do have a fear when I go in elevator. It's so narrow, right? And I go in elevator. Whenever I go in the elevator, I get a really fear that he asked to me how I can do it. And then at the time, I try answer, but it looks like not really help him. And then after I came back, I realized, yes, it is not help. So no. So sometimes people do have the fear that when they go the long tunnel, right? What do you say that?
Claustrophobic,
Yeah.
like
How? Yeah, it is.
walled in.
It's a fear for more like a dying.
Yeah, it's just like the panic of
Yeah.
being closed in.
Can't get out.
Yeah, and then sometimes weather get really dark, and people get like some kind of depression things, right? That isn't it? So what do you think? How comes they get it the narrow place and then tunnel and then dark weather? Why people get like a sad and worried and then disappointed, man? Do you have any idea?
Why?
Isn't it that more feel that I'm going to die?
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say,
can never get out.
fear of dying, yeah.
Fear of dying.
I can never get out. I'm gonna die there. It's just-
Yeah, if that water comes in the middle, then what I do, it's like a cloud on this, then what I do, you know?
Some people have fear of flying at the same time.
Oh, yeah, right,
They refuse to fly.
That's very true, I heard that. So this all maybe looks like a fear for dying, right? So, and then many of our normal lives, the fear is the more related for dying than other things like saying if you lose the job, what fear should be there? It's also related with that dying, or also there to protect yourself. Like I say, if I lose job, I cannot hold my house. I cannot, that fear is more not really for dying. It's more for fear for surviving, but it's still related with I think it's more fear for surviving, right? When you lose the job,
Yeah, financial.
And
financial things.
and for the survival of anybody you take care of.
Yeah, that's true. So therefore, what the men related is, they are not only like a fear for surviving, also have fear for the losing friends and relatives, and also fear for losing our own good reputations. Many things losing good reputations, right? So that's how I think the losing job, the being a fear. Actually, when I ask people why you fear, I'm fear for my surviving my life, how I can survive. It said that, but really behind that, it's like I think. What called the reputation is there, good reputation is there, right? If I lose, and how people look at me, and then how people will not respect to me. I lose my friend. So these all fears, this is there. Just surviving, you don't have to fear because at least government give you food, right? So this is no problem. But losing job, having more fear, stay for surviving life. But behind that, I think it's more repetition, related with our own repetitions. Otherwise, you can stay with the very simple things, no problem. You will not look at too much repetitions. You can stay with the. So therefore, this kind of fear, what he mentioned about compassion, what I believe it also, and also he told it down, and I keep saying, when you generate compassion, it's encouraged to you, and through by encouraging to you, make you more brave, and then through making brave to you, also makes you open-minded. Once you open mind with a brave heart, then very much less fear. Because compassion is kind of like you giving up yourself for others, kind of sacrificing. The compassion is not really sacrificing that you're not saying that you do not eat it, but yes, of course, actually, so who have a real strong compassion, they can sacrifice for even one sentient being. They love very much. But in generally, who have a strong compassion, that much they can more sacrifice. More, I can give up my reputation for others. I can give up my like a 2 days food for others. You know, that's that. And then you having more love to others, you see more beautiful others. So when you see more beautiful others, then there are nothing fear there. So you can easily give up forgiveness or giving something, whatever, you can easily give up because you very much love because of compassion. And then if you can something easily give up, as you, like for example your job, you can give up for others easily because you love, without any like a suffering and fear, because of love, right? So yeah, that if you that's possible. You see, who you love very much here, and then the both are apply same job, then asking, I give to whom? You definitely say, okay, give to there, right? Give to there, because you very much love it. So, but look at that, how much your emotions very feel good, enjoying, happy, nothing fear, right? Even you give your job to that your peers, you still happy because you love. And then this is, you can take example how compassion can help us to encouragement in our daily life. So recently, one lady has very strong anxiety, and then she not talked, and I called. I heard that she went to hospital. I called, and by the way, conversations that she said, isn't the compassion bring to me more anxiety because sadness and worry? She said that because thinking other and worry, she feels that more bring her anxiety. It looks like it's possible, right? It is, like, because thinking. And then, Laura, who coming here, saying same thing. Before I came here, I'm okay. I'm happy. After I came here, I have more suffering because I know more, I see more.
Yeah.
So, which is good or bad?
Right.
That's we had like conversations. Very interesting things. That's all. The both are, I like to say, they understand compassion intellectually, not the inside. Not having kind of like an experience of compassion. Because the great wisdom is always with the compassion. If you have a really good compassion, the wisdom is already there. So when you have a compassion with the wisdom, then, you can deal with it, no problem. So how can I give an example? Like you say, even you not try to develop separately the wisdom, just try to generate compassion. Well, how comes wisdom there is? So yeah, I'm giving an example here that parents taking care of their children, and then say, if they have a truly love compassion, and then they will think how I can help. Many different ways, right? So yeah, we conversation on that. So not just one way, what I know. Like I say, strongly yelling that I know, if not listening. But compassion will not do that. If you have a really true compassion, if I say strong, it will hurt them, bringing suffering them. Then it's compassion let you think how I can do it, right? So because you don't want to hurt, because love and compassion, that makes you think. And when you think, it helps you to find another solution because the mind was very calm because of compassion, and then mind has very pure because of compassion. Therefore, the two help you really think skillfully how can you help. And then this founding that way. Okay, without hurting them, how can help? That's you think and you found solutions. That's the way I'm saying. When you have a compassion and pure love, the wisdom will come. because it helps you to think instead of just jump on, right? So therefore, this is one help you to how much you compassion others, seeing of course, the way beginning, when we generate compassion, it will be have sadness and worry. Because our mind is not become total compassion, and then it's more like a practicing and having taught to achieving compassion. At that time, you're thinking other beings suffering, you're wishing that free from suffering. And then whenever you see suffering, immediately you have really feel sad and worried. Because you're not completely achieved compassion, you're practicing on that, you're thinking on that. But when you achieve completely compassion, then there are no more tears. I mean, no more tears, not really crying from inside with the suffering. So that's it's sadness there, but it's not affected to them have suffering. That's the compassion, when the compassion is happening like that.
So, I guess hypothetically, so you have compassion, and you see a situation that really hurts, because you can't physically fix it. So you still feel that pain. What you just keep going with that, or is there a way past that, or?
If you have a physical.
You feel that.
Yeah.
I can't watch the news. I feel that.
Okay.
It makes me hurt inside.
Yes. Yeah, until we achieve real compassion, we should stay away from that kind of things. Because not strong, compassion is not strong, right? But you continue to meditate with the imagination. What happening in the world? What is the reality of the world? What the nature of the world? What the nature of beings? That imagine and then try to make connection and again, make strong. How much you think repeatedly, that much you become a strong compassion. Then watching news is no problem. So, yeah.
Example, but, it's like, you see people, or you see a situation where somebody is hurting,
yes.
you feel like you should be able to do something, and you can't. Whether physically or economically or whatever, you can't help it.
Yes. Yeah, I understand. I can take this as the one example, how compassion help you to watch that kind of news, and it will help you to see these things problem. Because the compassion, what we're saying is how we can generate compassion is through by understand every single suffering, right? So you facing, if you are not feel it, you are not directly see it, but in your mind, thinking this all suffering, which is possible, which is mentioned in text, and think it's possible in life. And seeing all this suffering, and then slowly, you are having that kind of thought, okay, the people are having suffering is one kind of nature. What I can do it, right? What I can do it. So that understand help you to not emotionally fear and sadness. It's help you to more compassionately sadness. What I'm saying here, compassionately sadness, emotionally sadness, like a little bit different than I like to say it. Then brings you more compassionate sadness, and then you can watch that, because you already prepare in your mind it is nature, and then you're looking at nature. Many of mind training saying this all happening, what should happen? This all happening is not that comes that we shouldn't, right? This is the place which has suffering. This is the like a body which holds suffering. This is this all we thinking, and then we know what the nature. And then when you look at that, you see one kind of natural things. Like say look at the natural weathers, right? So yesterday and today, big change.
Mm-hmm.
How much change your emotion? Right? Not that much instead of changing by human being, right? Because we think it is nature. You see it, we feel it, it is nature. Therefore, it's not big change your emotion. Same way, when you see the suffering of other people, when you see the difficulty people out there, when you see that more torturing people and both were the victims, everything, when you see it, you will feel same how you feel weather, because you understand it is nature. Based on that, how I can help. That's the compassion. So the compassion helps you to encouragement like this. Compassion is generated by understanding this all suffering. So that's the help you to encouragement, or this help you to make more brave. So that's I spoke with her like who had more anxiety. I think you are not properly way to generating compassion. So proper way to generate compassion, we need to think more about the natural things, what happening naturally. And then the natural things is do not think it's natural, we cannot do anything. It's natural, but we can change it. Also need to think that. Yeah,
that's what I'm getting confused a little bit, I think, because, you talk about the weather, yesterday warm, today not. I can't do anything about that. That is nature.
Yes.
But if there's human suffering, okay, it's natural. But maybe I can do something about that.
Yes. Even we can do.
Even if it's nature.
Yes.
I can't affect the weather, but maybe I can affect human nature.
Yes. But I like to say both. We can affect both nature and.
How?
Yeah, that's that's good. Actually, next Sunday I'm going to we have a panel discussion in Bethel Library, Earth Day. So I have to talk from Buddhist perspective how we save the earth and what happening in Tibet, right? That's what we're thinking is this all weather and environment is related with our karma. That's what we're thinking. And if we change our karma, weather will be changed. But you not see really the connection directly there. So one thing I will tell you, the connection is, if we change our greedy, the company can change. And if we change our greedy, and then like destroying earth is change. If not destroying earth, no more company there save the weather. That's connected, right? Therefore, our karma, that's what we said. The weather is related to our karma. Sometimes people think, even especially our Tibetan young people think it's like funny and silly, because we fighting our Tibetan autonomy or whatever, we sometimes freedom, and then sometimes we do pray for that. That feels silly because we do pray because our karma is connected with our freedom. Mainly my karma is connection with my enjoyment, my freedom. And my freedom is related with the country freedom. So if you change my karma, that affect to help that, the part of that, which is bringing me suffering, not having country. That's affected when I change my karma. When I change my thought and helping me to change my karma. When I change my karma and it's no more affecting me. That's one person. And 2 persons do that, 3 persons do it. All people do that, no more affected. That helps us to get it. So first, we're not affected, so sad. Because it's like a totally blocking thought that how we can how we can get it back. It's not clear wisdom there. as his one is I'm happy. So he found that like autonomous regions, right? Autonomous regions, very skillful. This is the only method we can find it. So his wisdom is very clear, but many of them wisdom is not really clear. So because while they're doing it's like not really serious these things. Whatever. What I'm saying here, our karma is connection with all this environment. Our karma is connection with our body and mind. So therefore, doing action positively and then thinking positively continues. That part of your side is changed, right? So the weather or whatever, same goes, but you are not that person changing so much. When you change yourself, and then so it's helped like change the weather. That's like that. Like you can take example as security, what I did example, right? So this is, and of course that our suffering can change it. My own suffering can change it. Change means here, when we have a headache, sometimes even we take medicine, it's not really help. Sometimes the continuous having headache. But you can change it more lighter instead of you making it heavier. You know, this is the thought. At least you can do that. And then through by doing it, it's not just become a lighter, it's remaining how it is, because our mind added more and then like really heavier suffering, then at least we reduce our mind and then it's staying level how it should be painful. And continuous calm mind, it will be, that's what we believe, it will be reduced, the headache things. Because headache is actually, this is, I don't know, it's like the example cow for all illness or not. Headache is very much related to thinking. Too much thinking. When I asked doctor, someone headache, how much you think in a day? The doctor will ask about So this is related with the headache, right?
I absolutely believe meditation.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely. Too much thinking, right?
Yeah. So anyhow, that illness we can definitely make lighter. That I can say sure it's lighter. And then also through by make it lighter by thinking, more calm mind, and then it can be changed. So it's natural, but it's impermanent. That's important to know. So that's the one thing I'm going to talk, the impermanent things. Understanding impermanent also help you to encouragement and less fear or overcome by fear. So the impermanent is, this is not only the roughly changing that which we see. There's subtle changing there. That's we need to see. That giving example, I can say, okay, year is changed, 2017 to 18, 18 to 19, right? It depends on month change, right? January, February, March. Month change is dependent on week change. The week change is dependent on day change, isn't it? If day is not changed, 24 hours, morning to the week will not change. Week will remain as same. Day changing, it depends on hour, right? 6 o'clock now is like a 10:30. It's changing hour, it's day changing. So hour changing depend on second, right? And second changing depend on what?
Microsecond.
Right. So that's it. So every period of time, there are nothing that is remaining. There are no possible that remaining there. Every single thing is not remaining. What we see is remaining. I have a long life. Let us think I'm remaining 100 years. I'm remaining 60, 80 years, right? But how you remaining by childhood today? Clearly things change, right? Body is getting bigger, and then mind more getting more information, more chaos, more trouble. So that's changing actually. But we're not seeing all single changing things. We just see roughly changing things, right? So this is not really help us to even the roughly changing little bit help, but not that big help. So therefore, if you have to go, it's like see the single change, the minute, second. That second breaks into like what we tend it is like saying the second is break into like a 360 periods at the one stage. That one is also breaking. The time as like we're breaking the single atoms. The time period is same. They're really, really like a tiny time period. Even if it changes, right? That's what we have to see. Everything is changed, but not changed if just grab is not enough. So, yeah, you can grab that. We have a shawl. Yeah, you go inside. Yeah, you like? You can go inside. This is good?
Yes.
Okay. So that's what we have to see. I'm talking that how overcome by fear.
How to overcome fear? Okay.
Okay.
Say it again, quickly. How to overcome fear?
Yeah, how overcome. Here, book talks about the compassion. We will cover on that. So now I'm talking thinking impermanent is also help us to fear.
Overcome fear.
Yes. So thinking impermanent now goes here. Tiny impermanence, like the tiny impermanence. Thinking. Actually, you can grab it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry, I misunderstand. I'm telling you.
Say maybe she wants one too.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, sorry for that. Okay. Okay. So that thinking it is, then you will see there's nothing remaining. Every single thing is moving, changing, nothing remaining. Right?
So you're saying that, oh, why am I afraid? Nothing is permanent. In 5 minutes or in an hour or tomorrow, it's going to be over. I'm not going to be afraid anymore.
Yeah. That's the change. Yeah. Then you will see in your real life other changes, like friends changing, relatives are changing, and then your work's changing, your house changing, your life changing, your body's changing. All this is changing. Sometimes brings you fear, but understand this: there's nothing remaining in the world. Then why should worry? Because this is the nature. So that you can see the chair. You came here last time. You see it. Today you see it. You see same. You see the chair is remaining. That's just say in Lamrim one time. If we become old one day, then we are having really heavy, like a trouble, like a big suffering, right? But it's good that getting aging is slowly. But it's really, we are not feel that I'm getting aging when we're young, right? We're not feel that, but it's towarding that. It's toward the exactly same that chair, exactly same the wall. If we nothing do it, continuously leave it, after maybe a few hundred years, it will break itself. Becomes very softer. This become very soft, the wall. It depends on like many hundred years ago. It's changing. It is not changing at the beginning. It never become as a soft, right? It never changing in our life at the beginning. We're not getting aging. So this all related. So every single thing we see is remaining, but not it really remaining. It goes, it changes. That's actually one thing we need to think again and again. And then.
So is that all related to permanence?
Impermanence. Yeah.
Because
it is the subtle impermanence.
it's always changing.
It's always changing. Nothing.
We may not see it week to week. The chair will be there next week.
Yeah.
But 100 years from now, maybe not.
Maybe not. That's one thing. But you can see today, after 100 years, it's broke itself. How comes? right? It's getting more softer and weaker.
Right.
How comes?
Stages.
It depends on today's changing. The today's changing we're not seeing it. Then we say, okay, after 100 years, after 50 years, we'll be proud, right?
Yeah.
But we have to see today changing as we measure that. Every year is changing on month and after both single second. And then even second breath slot. That's the changing. Therefore, nothing remaining. Nothing remaining. But what is remaining is continuum is remaining. Continuum. We see it continuum that diluted us, see it's remaining. But there are nothing remaining in this world. Besides permanent, I'll leave it there because most of things is impermanent. Whatever we use, think, see, tell, or what hears, everything is impermanent, which is never remaining. There's nothing remaining there. Every minute moving, every minute moving. Yeah, we are not see it. That's a real weird problem. Yeah.
You remember we were talking once about, something bothers you, something happens in nature, it doesn't bother you, but something that somebody does to you, which is the same, it bothers you. Okay. So let's say you have thoughts, you're thinking about something, and you can't stop thinking about it. Whatever it is, something bothers you, you're thinking about that, you're thinking. Okay. So the same way you can use compassion and impermanence to get rid of fear. Okay? What can you use to get rid of a thought that you cannot get rid of?
Yeah, we don't need to read or thought every thought.
Not every thought.
The thought of compassion always need to increase and develop. Never read it.
No, but let's say if a thought is a bad thought, it's a thought
that
causes you suffering.
Breathing meditation.
Breathing meditation. Lets me know thoughts that cause
distraction. It will help reduce it.
Would reduce the suffering of thoughts. Breathing meditation.
Yeah, the breathing meditation, that's the technique we use it for reduce, like keep calm thought you're thinking, right?
Right.
So, yes.
What advice did you give to the person that you were talking to who was suffering from anxiety?
This I just talked to more how you can generate pure compassion, and then the sufferings which you see, it is one kind of nature, because she is long time Buddhist, and then I have to briefly she understands. So suffering is one kind of nature. Samsara, we are samsaric being. Definitely are suffering, and then the place is samsaric place will be like a change lot and cause our suffering. So the telling it to her, then she feel more. I think she said more better. That's exactly Buddha said to his disciple Ananda, his nephew. So Ananda is crying, and wherever he goes, seeing suffering, and crying. And the Buddha said, people are suffering by their own karma. You don't have to cry. You wish you develop your compassion. Because they are suffering by their own karma, you do nothing at the moment. But you can do it, future suffering. You can stop the future suffering. You cannot do anything at the moment because they're having karma they're suffering by their own karma. The understanding it, then it helps us to less like emotional worry and sad things. So that's I all talk to her, and then she kind of understand. And then I say, try to generate like a more proper way compassion, and not briefly that you understand. Okay, compassion is more helping others. Compassion is thinking others suffering. This is not enough to generate compassion. You have to see really natural what's happening.
You have to really what?
See natural things. Understand natural things.
Oh.
Yeah, natural things. Natural things that you cannot do anything. Right? So when they're having suffering by their own karma, what I can do it, I do nothing. But only I can do the wish and prayer at this moment. That kind of suffering, overcome by that kind of suffering. I do nothing. But only they can do it. Who's suffering it? Make it lighter.
So that's pure compassion. That's pure compassion, understanding.
Pure compassion sees that, yeah.
Sees the true nature
Yeah,
that
yeah.
the person is suffering because of his karma.
Yes.
There's nothing you can do about it. Only he can do something about it, and you can do a wishing prayer.
Yeah. Otherwise, Buddha will cry every day.
Right.
But he's not cry every day. So, but he's really compassionate. That's we can understand it. He's really compassionate, but not crying, not too much sad. Even he sees suffering, he's more calm mind. How come? Right? He's still calm mind. As you said, your son is suffering by your calm mind. It's kind of like there, but you're not ignoring your son. You are helping your son with your calm mind, right? So that's how happening real compassion is. So therefore, it's really, really depend on understanding the nature things, and especially nature suffering.
Then you were talking about understanding impermanence, also helping with overcoming fear for compassion. Is that like that understanding can then help us see that things will be changing and there will be more opportunity to help, like we might be more confident that we could do something in the future?
Yeah, definitely. That's the thing. For example, you knew that your chair is going to break soon, right? And when it breaks, how you feel it, right? But you don't know your chair is going to break soon. When it's breaking, how you feel it. This is a different compassion, right? So understand, it's going to break it. Then your feel is, no problem. I knew it. But you are not leading that. I knew it is broken. Maybe you go and fix it again, right? You knew it. Then once you break it, what do? Maybe you throw and buy a new one, or you fix same things. Something doing after that, right? But you knew it's broke, but you something doing it. Compassion is same that. Understanding that natural suffering is, right? But you something doing it. Helping by say. That's exactly Buddha did. He saw suffering, he calm, then he wants to do something for help. Then what he did? He ignored all these things, even sees the suffering, his family. He renounced all these things and then tried to achieve enlightenment, which is more powerful, can help. Right? That's how it goes. He sees in front of him having suffering, but he ignored it. He meditated, closed eyes and meditated. Even he sees the suffering in front of him. He closed eyes and meditated. Is this related? Is this kind of like a related with helping others? We are not see it because you are closing eyes, just calm mind. Someone is suffering in front of you. How can relate it, right? So that's usually I give example. It's like say, okay, I see you are right now seriously injured, and I'm looking here, looking there, nothing help out there. I say, wait, I go to New York, get medicine for you. And going to New York is not ignoring. I know, I feel it, you are suffering at the moment, very painful, right? But I have to go to New York to get the medicine. Without this, I do nothing. I just empathetically say, talk. This is not enough to reduce that painful, right? I have to go to New York. And that's like a long distinction. I just quiet, nothing connection with you. It's not that I ignore it. This is the exactly example. When we see the suffering people, no understanding is natural. For that, I have to do something. I can enlighten it first. I have to enlighten it first because right now my capacity and capability is not that powerful to help. I can simultaneously help, but this is not help enough. They will have same problem again. I have to help them to their problem like a solve forever. Therefore, I need to understand first. Then I can help. This is how we do. It's nothing really. See suffering, have compassion, continues try to achieve, continues going to New York, right? Try to achieve enlightenment, and then there's nothing sad. If you're too much overcome by your sadness and worry, you cannot reach enlightenment because it's kind of suffering. When suffering is overcome, doing practice is very difficult, right? So therefore, you cannot reach any enlightenment when you overcome by sadness and worry. But compassion lets you achieve enlightenment. Compassion is not that emotionally sadness and worry. It is some kind of worry and sadness there, but not affect as a suffering. Sometimes it brings you joyful. So that's the compassion we need to know. That's, I just keep telling her that kind of compassion. So she, yes, then she tried to do it more. Then she's home, then she's, oh, I'm going to come to see you soon. That's the things, yeah. And then same as like Laura saying, more suffering. It's better think how not properly way to think it, right? So that's the thing. And again, impermanent I said it one thing. And another thing I have to say is which is related with compassion. Why we need to generate compassion? Again, say all these things we having right now today, like good reputations, good family, good food, good house, good financial, everything what having, it's each thing is related with many different people, isn't it? Otherwise, it says, you just go in the jungles, stay yourself. It's not that easy to survive life. And then you are not seeking reputation at that time if you are in the jungle, just yourself. You are not really seeking reputation, right?
Seeking what?
Good reputation.
Oh, good reputation.
Good reputation. You might just always walk nakedly, no problem, be in jungle. So that much you can give up your reputation because nothing's again there. And other like things like having good house, good family, which brings you some kind of enjoy, nothing there, right? And then surviving there is more difficult than surviving with the human society. Do you see it? Do you feel it? Right? So that's need to understand. Okay, every single having that pleasure is depend on this all. Otherwise, if I am in jungle, I will not have this pleasure things. So having this pleasure is good. And then there's the one thing. And therefore, as I'm saying, as like a social being, I have to better stay with the society. And staying with the society is not just living there is not enough. You have to be friend with others. Being friend with others, there are many different ways. Some are use their power of money, making friends. Some are use their power on positions, making friends. There are many different ways to making friends. And I'm not criticizing, let you think it may be possible. Most of our friends, maybe they become friends to me, they want something. It says in this book, right? They become friends to me because they want something from me. Once I do not have it, no more friends. Once I do not, like friends become by money. When I do not have the money, no more friends. Friends become my power. When I do not have a power, no more friends. Right? The best thing making friends is love and compassion. Because it will help you when you need it. The friend, that kind of friend, which is you made friend by your love, you made friend by your compassion. That friend will stand up behind you forever, right? Other friends are not will be behind you every time. only behind you when you have money, only behind you when you have a power and this and that what they need. And other than when you really get a trouble and problem situation, who will be there? Who loves you? Who you love to? It will be there. You can see the direct connections making better friends is love.
Yeah. It's not only material thing, money, power.
Yeah.
Even when sometimes somebody is a friend with somebody because that friend makes them laugh
Yeah.
or makes them happy.
Uh-huh.
But when the friend is sad and doesn't make you laugh or doesn't make you happy, so then, so somebody doesn't want to be their friend anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
It can be even things connected with personality.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
The friend makes you happy, he's my friend. But if the friend is sad, you don't want to be with them.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Yeah.
So it's not only
I don't want trouble, right?
Yeah, you don't want
Yeah.
trouble, only
Yeah,
happy times.
Yeah,
If the friend is sad,
yeah.
anxiety,
Uh-huh.
depression, whatever,
Uh-huh.
no, you don't want it.
Yeah, it is. That's exactly happening, right? But the generating compassion to others, giving love to others, not only that you helping them. I try to tell you how it helps you to making friends by love, always stand by you, right? So because this is better connections, making friends with others. So when you have better friends, then why you have so sad that not having more friends? And then when you have a better friends, it exactly help you when you need it. So this is enough to, it's like making, staying in the society. But the compassion is also telling you more, okay, just like don't give love to fewer, which you need it. Future, I giving love, I'm making connection, friend with my love, my compassion, and then they will stand with me forever. This is not enough. So your compassion, your love, give to equal for everyone, because few people standing by you is not enough. Still, you having suffering by other things, by other beings. So therefore, understand that kind of things. Understand, making friends by love and compassion. You see, it is much better than why you make friends to other by compassion. Then all by compassion, much better, right? No more suffering there. This is one thing is really, I think, encourage and then make you like a brave. Take example as like a spirit, right? We have a fear to spirit sometimes. If people believe ghosts, right? If people believe, then they have a fear for ghosts. When you have a compassion to ghosts, you like to talk. You will like to talk. You will like to meet, not fear, right? We have a fear, no love there, right? We have a fear because it wants to like a self-centered, right? So I might die, I might harmed by these things, self-centered. So let it go self-centered, and compassionate generally generate more compassion than even the ghosts. You will feel that I like to talk, I like to meet, how you feel, how they feel it, how they're suffering it. So that much encourage you to talk to ghosts, right? So that much makes you brave to talk to ghosts. And then take as an example how you can make brave others. If you are brave and open-minded by compassionate and love, and very much less fear then. You will not really look at your reputations, good reputations, because you love more, cherish more there, not cherish too much you, right? So you are not very much upset and fear by losing something of your quality or losing something by your material. You are not that worried because you love there. When they get it, you are equally happy that you have it. Same that you feel it. Okay, when they get you, when this, compassion mind like doing that. When you see someone have like a beautiful things, you have equally rejoice and happy. equal that. Even you don't have it, you feel that I have it. The love brings you that, right? That's all like generally talks. But the one thing I like to say, having that kind of love and compassion again, it is quite difficult.
Yeah.
It's quite difficult, right?
Takes a lot of practice.
It is, yeah.
Hard work.
It is quite difficult, but you have to see how it works first. You have to see through by intellectually how it's like help first. When you see it, then makes it interesting, right? When you get interesting, then no problem to developing it. You will, you know, try every day because this is beautiful. I need it. So what is the method? How I can do it? I did this. What happening? Now this is happening. What I can do? How I can better? You more worry about how you generate because you see it's so beautiful. This is different. You have to see for beautiful compassion how much is powerful. Then you will have interesting to generate it. Then no problem again. It's difficult until you get interesting, right? Once you get interesting, then not difficult. So therefore, before we engage, we talk a lot about the benefit of having compassion, a lot of benefit, and then faults of not having compassion. So then you think, then you will really say, okay, whatever doesn't matter, I need that mind. Very beautiful, very powerful. So the compassion mind is like this. Once, do you remember that like a 37 Bodhisattvas practice that composed the book? Its name is Ngutch Thomisang. He's Tibetan practitioner. One time he working and then he met some robbers in the way, and they try to harm. They say, okay, you take this. He happily giving you what you need. You need it, you take this. Not that it's scary. He happily giving it because he thinks very opportunity to generate my compassion. Very opportunity time for develop and helping others. So that mind, you know, that compassion, very opportunity. He found very opportunity when he meet the robber, and then he giving and he giving. They are so happy. Even he guiding. Okay, don't go this way. This way you will meet my follower there. If they see it, they will harm to you. Go that way. You know, compassion. That's how they work.
Wow.
Totally protect. Totally protect. Nothing thinks, you know. If he hold it, what he needed. If he giving by scare, he say go this way, and he will inform them. Okay, someone robbed. They will come that way. He will get it. Everything what he is robbed. Right? He giving guide like go this way. That's the compassion mind. Very compassionate mind. Totally healthy. Right? Nothing looking.
No more money though.
No more money. Yeah. Nothing looking your own self. Yeah. Nothing looking. You're very true. There's nothing looking your own self. Totally giving and saying. So this is beautiful, difficult until you get interesting. And then once you get interesting, again, achieving it takes a long time. But your interesting will come fresh every day. Will keep fresh every day.
You mean interested?
Interested, yeah.
Interested.
Interested, okay.
You have to get interested.
Yeah.
So what's a good way of generating compassion for oneself? For me. Because I think before you, in order to be successful at generating compassion towards others, you have to be good at generating compassion for yourself.
What do you want to hear? Like a Buddhist way to hear?
Yeah,
or Buddhist way to hear. Okay.
To hear, Buddhist way to hear how to create compassion for yourself.
Okay. So Buddhist way to hear that generate compassion self is renunciation.
Renunciation?
You renounce every single pleasure things because these are not reliable. These are more bringing suffering to me.
So you renounce like money.
What causes you suffering more? That's the first you have to step. You have to start. What causes you suffering more?
Okay.
You renounce it.
Renounce it.
Yeah. Then again, we'll be confused. Renounce means not let it go. I mean, like not ignore.
Yeah.
Right? Because when we say renunciation is compassion. The compassion always hold it. Hold the all single sentient beings. They hold it. They hold it by dearly.
They hold it by what?
Dearly.
Or dearly.
Dearly. They hold it as the dearly. Right? That's the compassion. Renunciation as the same is compassion to self. But it's hold yourself as dearly. Not ignoring, but you let it go attachment on that.
So what is the definition of renunciation?
What is the finishing?
Of renunciation, the way you're talking about it.
How can finish the renunciation? You let it go attachment for every single pleasure thing. Every single pleasure thing. Don't see it like beautiful. Don't see it like essential, right? Don't see it as like meaningful, because these are not reliable.
Right.
That's the thing. Every single pleasure, when you let it go, the attachment on that brings you really good joy and happy to yourself. Even do not go that much. Even your more satisfaction mind, build more satisfaction mind. This is very much help also. The build the satisfaction mind is you are not letting go everything, but you are satisfying what you have it now.
Oh.
Right? When you satisfying things necessary. Right? So we have to, there are so many necessary things that we need, but we have also a lot of extra things. Mm. So let it go, these all extra things. Just stay with the necessary things. Be satisfied with it. That's compassion to yourself. Mm. Also. Right. And the renunciation is more than this.
Right.
Yeah.
But let's say you can enjoy things without being attached to them, right? Mm-hmm. For example, you eat a good meal. Mm-hmm. You can enjoy the meal, but you're not attached to food that all the time you want food, you want to eat. So you can kind of not have an attachment to food. You can eat because you need to eat to survive. Yes. But you can when you eat, you can enjoy it. You can enjoy it. Okay. You can enjoy it. So enjoying the eating, that's not attachment. Is that attachment? Or is it a small attachment?
That's like what I like to say is for today, as me, very much considered being, whatever my enjoyment, always attachment pops up. I'm enjoying something, the attachment pops up. Oh, wonderful, I like it more. The attachment is popped up. There's small attachment there. Even if you enjoy
you like to eat. You like to eat.
Yeah.
Okay. I know you like to eat. So when you eat, you enjoy the eating.
Of course.
But you're not thinking about eating all the time. I eat. You know?
Yeah.
You eat. You're full. You enjoy your eating. You know. So that's not an attachment. Maybe it's small. Like for example, let's say you walk outside in the spring. Not now. The spring, there's flowers, the birds. They're making the birds are singing and all that. So you enjoying nature, the animals, the trees, the flowers. You enjoy it. Okay. But somebody, if you have an attachment to it, somebody that has an attachment has to go every day. I gotta go for a walk. I'm very unhappy if I don't go for a walk. I must go for a walk. I have to go for a walk every day. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. I didn't go for a walk. Okay, so that person is an attachment.
Yes.
But if somebody goes and walks and enjoys nature, like you enjoy the food when you eat, is that attachment to enjoy it?
small amount of attachment there, but you controlling your mind. Okay, I should eat that much. Even if it's very delicious,
right.
eat this much. Yeah.
So how could you, let's say, train your mind to walk and to eat, different things, without enjoying it, without having that little attachment. You walk, you eat, without even having that little quality of enjoyment. How can you train your mind to do that? How?
Without attachment.
Yeah,
to
without
enjoy
the little one, not the big attachment, without enjoying it, just doing it, not enjoying it. How can you train your mind not to enjoy the walk, not to enjoy the food?
I like to say here, when you eat, you think this is medicine.
Oh, medicine.
Yeah, this is medicine for become more health body, and then I can help. Behind the motivation, then I can help.
Or the motivation.
I can help more to people.
Oh, the motivation is important. What motivation? If you think about a different motivation, this is medicine. I need it to be strong, to be healthy, to help us. So what motivation would you have?
It's good.
I want the medicine. What motivation? So you can have the same motivation for the walking. You can say, I'm walking because I want to be strong and healthy to help others. You can have the same kind of meditation with the walking.
Yeah, you can think that.
You change the way.
You're walking.
You're not walking to enjoy nature. You're walking to be healthy.
Be healthy.
And you want to be healthy.
And then what are behind there? So after you be healthy, we're going to do it.
Right.
That's the thing.
I'm going to use it to help others.
Yeah.
To be compassionate and loving to others.
Yeah. That makes you less attachment. Very much less attachment there.
Right.
There are not very much less reason to having attachment. There are more reasoning you thinking is bringing you more practical things, right? So if you not let's say if you do not think anything, try to set up motivation or whatever, attachment is ready to come there. If you think something else, you're not giving chance to attachment to think.
Right.
That's how it changes.
But a higher level is when you can do without thinking anything. If you can eat without thinking about motivations, enjoying that's even a higher level than thinking about food or walking as medicine. If you can do it without even thinking about anything, that's a higher level. It's more
it's higher level.
Than having to think that the food is medicine and the walking is medicine. Right. So
So how do you get rid of attachment to helping people? Because you can get attached to that.
To helping people?
To helping people, how do you get rid of
I will not reduce that. I will not try to reduce that because this is very much necessary and needed to myself and to others.
Okay.
So there are so many good things we need. I will develop it instead of reducing it. So, but part of attachment that I would like to help others is I can think more reason why I'm helping others. That not only that I like it, I'm helping others because they are suffering. Thinking more their suffering, then I do not see any attachment there to helping others.
I see people, they want to see something good from what they did. And that's attachment too.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that reputation, I keep continuing saying, I'm doing it because I need a good name. I'm doing it because I need a good certificate.
Right.
So this all is doing it. Therefore, usually I said, a good action and compassion is big difference. Every good action is not necessarily compassion. As doing on good actions voluntarily for my certificate. I'm doing a good action for let me see a better person in my society. Not compassion there. No compassion there. Yeah. Okay.
To me, all I'm hearing is it's like the Eightfold Path. It's right resolve. The quality of an act is measured by the intention motivating it.
You remember one time you were teaching the lumbering class, and you said you have to have a goal that to do this and that, So that motivates you. Motivates. You need a goal, you're doing this because it motivates. So I said to you, well, you got to do it for doing it, without a goal. Because then you're not doing it pure. It's not pure, you're doing it for a goal. So the same thing now, connected also with everything. If you do compassion because you want a good rebirth, you know what I'm saying? Isn't it better, or you want to reach nirvana?
I think then
isn't it better to do compassion because you should do compassion, not because you want a good rebirth? How can you train your mind? You do compassion because you don't want a compassion, not because you want a good rebirth.
My question is, how much you can do without thinking achieving something better? How much you can do it? How much you can help at the moment, today, right now?
But are you better?
That's the question that comes when we have a compassion, going to help others, and thinking how much I can help. Okay, I need more power. So try to get more power is not attaching to goal. It's try to get more power is related with the helping others. That's you have to think. This part is missing actually.
Is it not being compassionate on a higher level? If you just compassionate for the sake of compassion, rather than having in the back of your mind, I'm compassionate because I'm going to have a good rebirth.
Yeah.
It's better to be compassionate without thinking that I'm being compassionate.
Without thinking how you do compassion.
How do you do it?
Without thinking how you do compassion is thinking.
No, but you can do compassion without thinking about having a good rebirth.
Oh, okay. So it is good that
you want to do compassion
I understand.
without thinking about the reward. It's like saying, okay, you are compassionate, I'll give you $100 million.
Let me say what you're missing things, right? You can you help without eating others?
No.
No. Why? Eating is related with the help others.
Right.
My goal is related with the help others.
But
I should think my goal.
But I can help others. But I can help others without thinking that the reward is
whatever you
rebirth.
said, same. When you accept that, without eating, I cannot think help others. I'm helping others with eating, thinking eating. When you accept that, exactly good example that how I'm thinking my goal. This is exactly same. This is not that big difference. You eating that you think, if I not eat, I will not strong. If I'm not strong, how I can help?
The difference is that the eating comes the way you explain it. The eating.
Because of power. It's the same reason because of power. Because of strength. Power. I need the power and strength to help others. That my goal is better brings us, we believe that better bring me more strength and power.
Right.
Much better than my food.
The food is a better example. Because the food you really need to. Because if you don't need
my goal is really needed. Not that my goal is really needed because of strength and power.
you think
Okay.
that having the goal gives you more power.
So I have a question. Is it we're elevating from our mind to our higher nature, operating from our nature. So while in our minds, we say to ourselves, for the sake of all sentient beings, for the sake of all sentient beings, I do this.
Yeah.
And then when we elevate outside, above our mind, we just do from the heart without that any thought. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
But the problem is there, without doing, you will stop lost.
You will what?
You will stuck.
Or stop.
Yeah, you will go and just jump in hell. Then at they come, they want something, you don't have it. Then you think, oh, I cannot help. No wisdom there. You just jumped. Because your mind wants to jump. Right? So therefore, better have wisdom. Before you go to jump, you think what they needed. You ask, call, and what you needed. Collect everything here, then go. Better have. That's exactly my goal. So, okay. So the one thing I left over to talk, when beginning I start one question that people start in the elevators and more sadness and anxiety, worry, fear, right? Same as like eternal fear. So I should ask at the time, who is fear? More related with the interdependency, more related with the emptiness. That is, who is fear? I fear. Which one is you? I should ask that. And that's how I think now. I'm thinking that's how breaking, because himself is thinking totally one, right? I have to break it. You are not the solid one. I have to break it, then I have to ask them, which part is you? Then pointing, nothing, that's me. You're not finding really solid me. You're breaking all these things. Once you break it, then that helps a lot to overcome that kind of fear. So at the time, as I said, compassion, not really help. Having anxiety and fear when you go to elevators, like a narrow thing, talking compassion, not that help. Who you are, which one is you? Each week, is your hand you? Is your head is you? Is your eyes you? Not me. Then who is fearing, right? We're having fear. So thinking that is more, I think, practical help, that kind of things. That's
I didn't follow that really.
So yeah, who you are, then you say.
So I have fear of an elevator, right?
Yeah, and you are fear in the elevator. Then I have to break everything. How I think because I think I is very strong.
Right.
And I have to break it to see they are not really eyes how you see it. Even do not see how not really eyes there, and then no fear.
He says he's breaking down the I. He's saying, you're afraid of the elevator. He says, what do you mean you? Who's you? What's you? Your hand, your nose, your ear. What is afraid of the elevator? So he's showing you that he's breaking the components of what you think is I, and then you realize what's really, there's no I to be afraid of the elevator, because he's showing you there's no I. There's no such a thing as I. Right?
Yeah, I think this is more help than talk compassion. At the time, I talk more helping others, but it's not practical. It is indirectly help if they can think more, but not really practical help if it directly. This part, I think now, maybe I felt, I don't know, maybe I think today, this thought is more help at the moment.
But, when you do what you just explained, who's you there? The hand, the finger, then at the end, what's left, the person is going to tell you, my mind is afraid.
Yeah.
My mind is afraid. So what are you going to tell the person when the person is going to tell you, not my hand is not afraid, my mind is afraid.
Good question.
What are you going to tell him?
It is good question. Yeah, you like that?
So you're not your body, you're not your mind, you're spirit. So there's nothing to fear.
If you say you are spirit, the spirit is left over there. Same as mind is left over you.
So you're part of the greater whole, right?
Nothing there. So we say nothing left over. So, but the question is, my mind, it's very much possible can think. My mind is having anxiety.
Yeah.
My mind is having fear.
Meditate.
So, okay.
What do you tell them?
Yeah, I will tell you again, what kind of mind, that's why I would like to break it. And I will say, which mind? Past mind, future mind, present mind. And he might say, present mind. Which is present mind? Right now, when you say right now, it's changing. Right now, it's changing, right? Which is present? Yeah, do not find the present mind there. That's one way to help.
Right.
But
So it's future mind.
Yeah.
I'm afraid in the future the elevator.
the future mind is not come yet. Future mind is not come yet. We're having fear, right? But the thinking future, the present mind. But we cannot point it, the present mind. When the wheel like God is, which is really remaining on the, we cannot tell it. Like even in slow motion, it goes.
Yeah.
That the mind goes. The time period goes. Same as mind goes. The present is, if we found the present, that reasonable can have a fear. But think that way, it will not find the present, which is present mind. Right now. Every moment is changing, right now. Okay, gone now. Right now, it's gone. Right? So that, I think, will take more time to digest it, but I think it can help. And if people understand there are many different types of mind in our thought, then I can say, which mind?
What type of minds there are?
Yeah, at least like we have a six sensor different mind. These are consciousness. For us, consciousness mind is not different. The six sensor consciousness are mind.
Each of the senses has their own mind.
Mind.
The
Six sensor consciousness are mind.
Right.
Yeah. So at least there are six mind, which is, and you might say mental, my mental, not the eye consciousness, not the air consciousness, my mental consciousness. There are mental consciousness, there are many different types of there. So good mental consciousness, bad mental consciousness, which is bad. Which bad? Bad, there are many bad things there. Which one? So fear, what kind of fear? There feel many different types of fear. It's a breath and breath and breath.
Right.
Nothing left over.
Right.
And then nothing found in the present is also help to, okay, not my mind, right? And then again, the same logic tell you, as he's saying, you are not your mind and your body. If you are your mind, then it's saying, isn't you ready to give your mind to someone? Right? If possible, we can share the wisdom. Right? Your best wisdom, my dual wisdom. So I say, if possible, share, and then you are willing to share, I'm happy to share. That means I'm here who's sharing the mind. I'm giving my mind there, taking other minds. That means automatically we're thinking my I is separate than mine. But that is the thought. Therefore, I is not the mind. If I is mine, how you can give it? So, and then, okay, I is not mine, but I is some kind of spirit there, separate than mine. Where is it? Again, we need to find it out. Not finding. It's not the same. It's not the separate. What it is. And we say the I is just labeling on body and mind. No more than this. That's what we said. That's, I think, a lot of help, that kind of anxiety.
I'm still afraid in the elevator.
Because you're not seeing on that. You're not, you just hear it. You do not have experience. You're not think deeply. That's actually happening. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think, yeah, I see the exercises you're describing, like if you start to understand, let go of self-fixation, that would help. And I think you're teaching people compassion for that also helps, because I found like if I have strong fear, then trying to know that I'm not unique, and you know, all beings go through circumstances that are difficult, a lot of problems, sufferings, and this is not like a special circumstance.
Understanding all these natural things.
So then, yeah, compassion can help overcome that.
Yeah. So that's true. Still, I think the same person have a strong anxiety at the moment, and said, understand, you need to understand this all suffering. I do understand, still I do have. I understand compassion, still I do have. That's how I feel. They might say that. I feel it. But yes, possible that what you said, compassion can help to overcome that kind of anxiety. So, but my mind saying, okay, more, this is better method. I spoke the compassion idea, yes. Okay, so the briefly, it's say how overcome by fear, and a few different type of fear. Fear is related with your self-centered. Fear is related with your good reputations. Then you think more compassion, and then impermanent, and then interdependency. That's how you overcome fear. But think means not wait until you get anxiety, right? If you wait until you get anxiety, it never helps at the moment, right? You might lose your faith. You are not blaming to yourself. You might blame to these things, methods not help. If you wait until that. So you have to develop from today, before anxiety comes. You think this out. Then you can stop the anxiety. So otherwise, you'll blame it. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you.